the man is an idiot. He is a complete buffoon and an idiot. But there are other people that are realizing this besides me. So the CEO of JP Morgan Chase, Jamie Dimon, and he's been a big player in our economy for many, many years. Joe Biden often quotes him as a friend and someone that he turns to for guidance and that understands the economy and all that. Well, even now, he is going, Joe, you're kind of screwing up the whole freaking thing.
There have been a lot of Lehman comparisons made in recent weeks and months with regards to the fallout from the energy crisis. You are the only Wall Street CEO who is around to navigate the global financial crisis. How worried are you about Europe this winter, given everything that's going on in Ukraine and with the energy supply?
Well, I think we're getting energy completely wrong, which is, ever since this war started, you've known that Europe was going to have a problem. And that it was pretty predictable that Putin was going to cut off some gas and certain oil, and oil price would go up. And by the way, for the climate folks here, it's made the climate worse because people had this bad assumption that high oil prices and gas prices will reduce consumption, reduce CO2. No, poor nations, India, China, Indonesia, Philippines, Vietnam, are turning back on coal plants, as are rich nations called Germany, Netherlands, France. We have it completely backwards. And in my view, America should have been pumping more oil and gas. And it should have been supported. We're trying to have our cake and eat it too a little bit.
Okay, so before I get to Jamie Dimon, and it's like, man, it's just obvious. Like, again, some of this is so obvious in politics. When someone is just reading talking points, often reading them poorly off a teleprompter, versus someone that is an expert in their field. You may not like Jamie Dimon, all of his decisions related to what he's done with JP Morgan or whatever. But it's like the guy obviously knows what he's doing. But before I get to that, I tried to write out a billion trillion times 50 million, and I ran out of room on the paper. It's just a lot of zeros. I don't know what this number is, but I'm pretty sure it's not even the number that if Joe just had that much money, people, we could fix this thing. Anyway, Dimon makes a couple interesting points. One of the problems that we have in America is that we have an extremely myopic view of the world, that if only we just gave more money to climate, we could fix the whole thing. As Dimon points out, these other countries in other parts of the world, India, China, with all of these people, there's a lot of people in India and China, and they're going through their industrial revolutions currently while we did it, say 50, 60, 70 years ago. They're turning to coal now. So we could do everything. We could do everything. You could never use a plastic straw again. And I hate those freaking, you know what I'm talking about? Those cardboard straws. And then have you been to the places where they have the pasta ones? I've been to a place, I think it was it Italy maybe, where they had the pasta straw. So it works for a couple sucks, and then you're just sucking on a wet noodle. Is that what you people want? You see what I'm saying? That's the future that Joe Biden wants. Everyone's going to be sucking on wet noodles. Your water tastes like pasta. Calm down, Dave. Okay. The point is that whether we do everything that AOC and Joe Biden wants, and whether we wreck our economy in the name of green energy and all of those things, not only will it not fix anything, it will harm our economy, and the rest of the world will still be using coal and fossil fuels and all of this stuff. So it's just the fact that Dimon's even saying this, knowing that he is one of the guys that Biden is always referencing. Biden is always, my buddy, he says it all the time, my buddy, my friend, Jamie Dimon, he even said this. Well, I have a feeling that Joe Biden, if he's awake right now, is not too thrilled with Mr. Jamie Dimon.